Hey friends, welcome back to another video. My name's Emma Lefebvre, and today I'm going to show you how to paint this really cute pumpkin card. Now this started out as a watercolor piece, but then I got a little carried away and decided to make it a mixed media piece by adding some colored pencils or pencil crayons, and yeah. But if you would like to keep it a watercolor piece, you can totally stop at that part, or if your heart takes you in a different direction and you want to add gouache or something else or ink, totally go for it. But today I'm going to show you the basics of how I did this, so let's jump right in and get started. Okay, so today we're going to be painting a really cute pumpkin card, and I'm going to be using these Etchr Lab watercolor cards. So I just got these and they're super nice. They're the same paper as my Etchr Lab cold press watercolor sketchbooks. So they're nice and thick and they have great texture, and this is what we're going to use to paint. So they come already scored, have their little logo on the back, and they also have envelopes as well. So I'll be packaging it in this after. Okay, so I wanted to paint like a really cute pumpkin card, just to wish someone like a happy Halloween or fall. I am going to do it this way. And we're going to make it as easy as possible, but also fun. Okay, so I love painting pumpkins. I've done a few tutorials on my channel for this, but I'm going to do it a little bit more loose style. So I want you to keep it really loose. Don't worry about it being perfect and just kind of have fun with it. Okay, so I'm going to be doing 3 pumpkins and I want them all to be different colors. So you can really have fun with this color palette. I was thinking maybe doing like an orange, traditional, and then like one of those sagey green kind of pumpkins, and then maybe even like a rosy pink pumpkin. Just bear with me, just have fun. But I want to do them quite quickly because I want them to bleed into each other. So I'm going to show you. So the way I do pumpkins, all you have to think are how to paint an oval and C curves. So we're going to do this fast and quick, but it's simple and fun to do. So I'm going to start by taking my cadmium orange here, and I'm going to paint right in the middle an oval. Okay. Just going to paint an oval, and I want it nice and wet, not like where it's going to pool everywhere, but I want it nice and wet, and it doesn't have to be a perfect oval. Okay, and then I'm going to grab some more and I'm going to do a C curve to the side of it. You can leave a little bit of white space, but it's okay if it's not the full line. Okay, like so. And I'm just going to go back over my sections just to make sure that they're nice and wet. And I'm going to grab a bit more color. I'm just going to dab it, move it around. Okay, so I started off with a fairly like medium light color. Okay, so there's my orange. Now I'm going to grab this rosy pink that I made with permanent rose and a little bit of green. And I'm going to do another pumpkin over here. Again, starting off with our loose oval C curve. I'm going to do another C curve, but it's going to bleed into this orange. It's just slightly touching it. Like that. So they kind of blend in together. I'm going to do another C curve to this side. Like so. And again, these are not perfectly shaped pumpkins. Don't worry about it. This one has a few more sections on this one. That's okay. Again, making sure they're all nice and wet, because I'm going to go back in with some darker color. Just grab a darker wash of that same color and just kind of tap it into the top and bottom. Move it around. Okay, and while those are still wet, I'm going to just grab some brown for the stem, just so it can bleed in just a little bit. Okay, and while this orange is still wet, I want to do my green pumpkin on this side. So I might even go over with clean water on this side of the pumpkin, just to make sure it's still wet so I can get a color bleed over here. I'm going to add a little bit more color. Okay, just evenly disperse that color and water. And I'm going to go in with my perylene green, which is this nice kind of like sagey green when you do it really light. I'm going to do a C curve over here. You can always start off with a C curve if you want, or you can go right into the oval first and then go around it. I'm not worrying too much about the shape being perfect. That's like a big key of this. You don't have to worry about it being perfect. They're just lumpy, bumpy pumpkins. Okay. But see that fun color bleed we got there? Love that. Okay. I'm gonna grab a bit more color. Top, bottom. And it's drying quickly, so I'm just gonna move it around, help it out a little bit. Like so. Okay. Then I'm gonna grab my brown again for the stem. Have it bleed in just a little bit. Like so. Okay, so there are our pumpkins. And now I want to do like a little vine on it, kind of connecting them. So I'm just going to take my olive green, and just from the stem, I'm going to do these kind of curly lines. If it's dry, I can go in front if you like. They can bleed into each other. And then you can just dab your brush to make some kind of like fluffy leaves on it. Like so. Okay. And then I think, actually this one is not blended as much. That's okay. It's fine. I'm going to take some brown and I'm just going to do like a dirt kind of ground underneath it. Just a little one so I can create some shadow underneath. So I'm just going to go underneath with some brown like this. I'm going to wash off my brush and blend it out with clean water. Or you can even just go in with clean water to start. Cleanish water. My water's not clean. I'm going to go around the pumpkins. Okay. With just the plain water. Make sure it's still wet. And then you can just dab your brown. I'm just using some burnt umber. So it looks like they're just sitting on the ground. And if you wanted to deepen the color a bit, you can take a bit of a darker brown and just tap it in those wet areas as well. And if you need to blend it out, just wet your brush, dry it off just a bit, and just touch the bottom and just kind of blend it out. Like so. Okay, now we're going to wait for it to dry and then we're going to add some black ink to it just to make it look a bit more like a line and wash. Okay, so now that it's dry, if you would like, you don't have to, but you could go back in and just add a little bit of line detail, maybe to like the stem, just like little scratchy marks, and make it a little bit deeper where the stem is just by darkening it. Like that. And then if you'd like, you can always do little lines of kind of where the sections are at the bottom. Like so, and at the top. And then if you wanted to do some like shading lines, you definitely could do that. Just doing some curved lines. Just making it really loose and kind of scratchy looking. And just deepening those shadows right at the bottom of the pumpkin. But you can totally just leave it the way it was and not do any line work. Whatever style you like best, do that. Okay. Do. You know what? I'm feeling like changing it up today. I feel like playing with a little bit of mixed media. So I'm going to grab my Prismacolor pencils, see if I can match some of these colors. Like I have an orange here. Here's some green. Okay, so I'm just going to take some of these. That's too dark, I think. These colored pencils and just do some scratchy kind of shading with these two, just for fun. Give it a little bit of texture at the top and the bottom. Might add a little bit of brown to that one too. But I love the texture that a colored pencil, or pencil crayons, however you call them. In Canada, we call them pencil crayons. But people don't know what I'm talking about when I say pencil crayons. So, but I love the texture that it can give. Just really lightly. Okay. Even just grab a light color there, and then it's kind of like burgundy pink. A little bit of a brighter pink. And then our green. Like so. And there we go. There's a really cute pumpkin card that you can use for happy fall, happy Thanksgiving, happy Halloween, whatever you like. If you want to add some lettering on the bottom or even some cute little faces to the pumpkins, that would be really cute too. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I really hope you liked it and I hope you learned something. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and follow me on Instagram for even more, as well as all my other platforms that are located in the description below. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.